Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I didn't put some music on. Maybe like this. Sorry. I have a mute button. So when I burp, okay. Um, there have been updates. So we are now at the fourth. I don't know which one. Um, Let me just check the sound levels. Desktop audio. Yeah, so we are now at the we're continuing now building Buildbarn Buildbarn on Kubernetes, deploying Buildbarn on Kubernetes with mTLS on a side, and there have been really great updates. So apparently, it's sometimes you make these extra words that really have no meaning. Um, great, okay, great news. Great news is that actually Yuri commented on the gist. So I wrote first an email to Twig, to Arnaud Spivak, who is, I think, the project leader or like manager in Twig. And he was really kind enough to write back, and um, and he actually, what's the term, BCC'd or CC'd Yuri also. So he would let me add Yuri to this conversation. See the gist below. And during the day, after the stream, Yuri wrote back first on email, and he wrote, which was very nice. He wrote like, "Hi, Domagoj. Thank you for checking out my blog post and streaming your process live. It helps spreading the word about technologies we are interested in and allows others to follow along." That's nice. Since you're outlining your findings in a GitHub gist, would you be okay if I comment on them there? I think it could help people who will want to follow along in the future. So this also means we'll keep it live, right? The gist. I will also subscribe to the gist to keep track of your progress. So he will probably remain subscribed to it, which is, I think this is a great way how you can use gist. So in the future, if somebody will, watch the video, I should post the link. I should post the gist actually first. I'll post it in the chat also. It's funny, like, how do you get to GitHub gists from your GitHub? Always have to Google gists. This one, probably the title I should change, build errors email. Edit. Yeah, I should probably change the title. Editing, build errors email, build errors, deploying. Well, maybe I should just, yeah. Let me actually rename deploying Buildbarn on Kubernetes with mTLS on a side. Oh, yeah, I should have actually edited a bit. Let's do deploying Buildbarn. What's the title? Buildbarn with or on? Deploying Buildbarn on, let's just call it. Actually, let's use what they used in the address, Buildbarn mTLS. Deploying Buildbarn. Okay, let's do Buildbarn mTLS MD. Okay, Buildbarn mTLS MD. And I actually resolved these issues now, but there's one at the bottom, issues trying out these issues. But now here's one at the bottom, issues trying Buildbarn mTLS. Okay. New issue. Buildbarn. Okay, I'll just update the title though. So he wrote back. Isn't this cool? Yorick Sar, the Yorick Sar from NixoS. He's commenting along with Sylvan. It's yeah, he knows about Nix, you know. Okay, so what did he write? Shared build caches in setups like Lima Buildbarn reduce redundant builds, speeding up onboarding and issue reproduction. So this was my link. This was my quote. Yeah, I'd like to add that this approach also has a positive environmental impact by reducing energy usage. It's good for the planet, which I think is worth emphasizing. The funny thing is, as you can see in the video, I wrote that I like to add that to this quote, and then I've used ChatGPT to somehow parse this a bit, you know, and filter it. And then I accidentally copied the wrong quote. I copied something from ChatGPT. And then he's writing, I can't find this quote in the blog post. But you're making good point. I'll think of ways to add a mention of environmental impact to the post, which is great. The first time when I heard this was from Serge K from the CUDA team in Nix. So he was, I remember he was saying to me like, hey, if you make this a little change, you will see the, so he was saying to me, you know, sometimes we do these little things, little updates, and we somehow don't see the impact with what we do. So he was saying about the impact, about the environmental impact that this little change that I do, you know, will make on so many builds. So that's why I somehow, I mean, it's not just that's why, but it's, I remember that, and, you know, it's kind of nice to think. Well, I think it's a nice way to think about when you look at the processes and everything, to look at it, how does it conserve energy, you know? And I think if you look at it through that lens, it's really helpful also, and you can, I don't know, I think it helps in designing stuff, you know? I can't find this quote in the blog post, but you're making a good point. I'll have to quote this entire thing. Yeah. Okay. How do I quote a quote? Yeah, I can't find this quote in the blog post, but you're making a good point. So this will be day 3, day 4. Am I doing like one hash or 2 hashes? 1 hash, okay. Day 4, shared build caches. Let me do it like this. How does this look like actually? Yeah, that quote is actually from ChatGPT. I suggested to add the thing about I use ChatGPT. I use it a lot to parse and like filter or reduce the amount of words, or reduce the amount of words I write, or the words I write. I use it a lot. I use it to parse. I use it to parse and like filter or reduce the amount of words I write. So I suggested this change, and then accidentally I suggested this change about the environment, and then accidentally copied the wrong output. Accidentally copied the chat GPT output. Here's a tip: you can highlight the text you want to quote, then look at the upper right of the right, click on the three dots, and you should see quote reply. Yeah, I knew it. There is something much. You can highlight the text you want to quote, then look at the upper right of the right. Upper right of the right. What do you mean, like this and this? Right of the reply. Quote reply. This thing. Quote reply. Oh, I see. I see. Oh, but look at this. Here is actually, there's a double one. Double here, this bracket thing. Okay. Hi, Drake. So isn't it cool? You know, Yorick wrote back. I mean, he wrote. It's nice, really. So I'll actually delete this then. And I'll copy this. I was like, that's so nice. So probably like this. Yeah, this is much better. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. So yeah, that quote is actually from ChatGPT. I use it to parse and filter or reduce the amount of words I write. So I suggested this. So I suggested this change about the environment, and I accidentally copied the ChatGPT output. The quote I was thinking of is this is the quote actually I was thinking of, the last one in the first paragraph. This one. So I don't know. Okay, yeah, Drake. So there's been a. Okay, wait. I will get to the point, I guess. So we will get stuck soon. There is one thing, but it will be able to proceed. But the thing is that Bazel changed the way they do stuff. So they changed from there was something called workspaces, and they changed to modules. So the entire, as I understood, C++ template example is supposed to be adapted, right, to the new way how Bazel does the thing it does. And the template itself that Twig used, which is in that BB deployments repo, has not been updated. So someone will have to update the C++ template to use the new way Bazel does stuff. That's why one of the last command I did not work. So I'll show you now. He actually Yorick commented on that. So look at this. All right. So I just wanted to, okay, I can't find this. Yeah, he was trying to find this quote. Okay, I can't find this quote, but you're making a good point. I'll think of ways to add a mention of an environmental impact to the post. Hey, did you manage to figure out any of your issues a couple days ago? Hi, Dapster, nice to see you. Do you mean the issues with this stuff that I'm doing, or with, wait a second, what was I doing? You mean I was deploying Buildbarn? You mean Buildbarn? I think you were there, right? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I did. It was there was a problem with DRenv. And look at this. Yeah. And it's so nice because actually the guy who wrote the blog post from Twig, he actually commented the public gist I made. So I was in contact with Twig over email, and Andrew Spivak, he told him, and then actually now we are, and he also subscribed to the gist, so he will follow along as we do the stream. I mean, I missed your stream yesterday. I'm talking about the issues you were having a couple days ago setting up your environment. I think it had to do with NixoS, and you ended up sending the team an email. That's it. Yes, I did send them the email, and Andrew wrote back. He wrote a nice mail, you know. Hola, good morning to all. Hi. And this is so nice because Twig is kind of doing now this, you know, like Yorick. Actually, these comments are from Yorick Sar. Okay, so he wrote this blog post. He works at Twig in the Nix team. All right. So that was the first quote. And now this is what I had the problem the first day. So yeah, I didn't include, so Drake, also, you know about this. I didn't include any instructions about installing DRenv and figuring out shell in the blog. I guess I could add more specific links to installation and shell configuration docs. Yeah, he just said like you use DRenv. And my problem was that I had DRenv installed in the wrong way. The wrong way. Look at this. He wrote actually a nice link. No, is that the link? I think it's here. Where is it? Why does this, I thought, wait, links to installation and shell configuration. Where's the hook? Okay. I missed. Why does that shell configuration hook HTML? Setup. Okay, for DRenv to work properly, it needs to be hooked into the shell. Each shell has its own extension mechanism. Now, what I used was this. I just had programs DRenv, enable, and then I did this. I added this to ZSHRC. But I was supposed to do something else. Why is this not showing here? Yeah. There should be something like, okay, I need to find it. DRenv enable. Look at this. Let's find it here. Options. Well, let's check the code. DRenv enable Nix DRenv integration. Options programs DRenv. There were two lines that I was supposed. Look at this. Enable bash integration. This one. Enable ZSH integration. This one has to be set to true. And enable config mk if programs bash init extra. Look at this with new shell. ICZbox, nice to see you too. Did I say hi? Those integrations are true by default. You mean you wouldn't have to add them? But then it makes no sense, you know, because I mean, it makes no sense. Like in my case, it worked when I put this. I think if you add that, right? Why I did not have this thing in my, look at this. He wrote this here actually. Is your ZSHRC managed by home manager? Look at this. Programs DRNV enabled by default adds basically eval DRNV hook ZSH to it. It works for me. But when I click me, these are actually his dot files. Why does he have this? Okay, so this is by default. So this is what DRNV does. Yes, yes, you said hello to me. No worry, you're focused on. So this is, yeah, I didn't have this, but the point where what he says here is, where is it, this thing? The point he says here, fix the dir in your, is your ZSHRC managed by, I don't think it's, no, it's not. No, it's not. Drake, what do you have? Like, wait, look, I have a bat. What do I have? Etsy configuration Nix. No such file. What do you mean no such file? But Etsy. What? Etsy configuration. I think I'm having a, what do they call it? A brain thing. Wait, is it Nix? What's going on? Split brain. I thought the term is brain fart. Is it brain fart or split? No, brain fart. What's going on? Etsy NixoS configure. What? Unsync. Unsync. Okay. Yeah, unsync. Unsync sounds nice. No. Nvim Etsy. Oh, so it's like something you need to adjust the container configuration to disable the flag. The container configuration. What's going on? Wait a second. Where am I? Wow, this is nice. Nixshell. Exit. Oh, I'm in Buildbarn. Wow, what a... It's so weird with Nix, right? DRNV unloading. I unloaded. I was actually wondering if I go to sleep when, and if I started again, do I have to start from the start? So how do I have declared ZSH? Okay. As you can see, my configuration.nix is really not. Change color when you're indifferent. Change color. Oh yeah. You mean I should set that up? Yeah. I don't know now. Probably not now. Yeah. No, I only have it here declared. Shell packages ZSH with... But it's funny, I have it declared here. And home manager programs. It's not managed by home manager. It's not managed by home manager. Okay, so I can't find this. Okay, I didn't include any instructions about installing DRV. I guess I could add more specific links to installation and shell configuration docs. So I'll do this. Quote reply. So my ZSH is managed by the system level configuration. So I see that I'll just write, I see that my ZSH is managed by the system level configuration.nix. And I had the DRNV installed just with programs programs drnv enable set to true. And I had the drnv installed just with programs drnv enable true. So I see that my ZSH is managed by the system level configuration.nix, and I had the drnv installed just with programs drnv enable true. Declared just with programs drnv enable true in my home manager. Then I then I had those errors. After that I moved the programs drnv enable true to configuration to system level part out of the home manager, and manually added the ZSH integration into my ZSHRC. Now I see that was very hacky, and probably the reason I had all those errors. So as you can, yeah, this is really messed up what I did. So I see that my ZSH is managed, you know, and I don't like the way I wrote this. It sounds really confusing. Let's see, I need a bit of help with making myself clear. No. Don't explain things to me. Just fix a bit my wording of my initial message. So are you planning on going back to any of your previous projects once you get your environment tuned to the way you want it? I'm working a bit on my interpreter written in Zig, as well as another one in C++. Yeah, well, I'm doing this. And you mean the one that building C in Lisp? Not so soon. Not so soon, because I've realized, you know, because I'm doing still the Lambda calculus, right? Yesterday I did one more, and I did the not, and today I'm going to do and. So I'm still going along with this book, and it's very nice, but it's so hard now. It's not so hard, but it's like there are all these now layers of abstraction, and I'm trying to like keep it simple, but now it's getting a bit. I'm now at the 2 levels now, where I have those functions that make pairs, and they select first and select second, and now now the make pair is actually cond, and select first is true and select second is false, and now I had to define not in terms of cond and true. Actually, cond and select first, or true or false. So I had to use the things I already have and define new things. So now it's getting a bit, now it's like, it's still the same abstraction level, but it's like, I don't know what would be the best term to say. It's like, well, you could say it like it's a second floor. So I will be doing this. And then later it will be nice, because when I was trying the building Lisp in C, I missed something of this. I think it will be much more interesting, because then I get stuck, you know, some of the things don't work. Like I tried with the Rust, build your own OS in Rust, and then I had a problem with writing the boot loader. There was something old in the repo, and then I'm trying to fix that, and I don't know much Rust, and then someone drops on the stream and say, why are you doing Rust? You should do C, you know. then I do C, and then I do, you know. So I'll be doing this actually, and also NixoS, you know, kind of those two things. I do a bit of this, and it's nice because when I do the Lambda thing, it has to do a lot with Nix. With Nix, actually, it will be. I mean, this will be probably interesting for, I guess, Drake, who's on NixoS also. The way Nix expressions are written, it's almost like you can see the lambdas, you know, with the heads and with the bodies. So it kind of, learning this really helps to understand Nix. Not just Nix, but how like functional programming works. Yeah, but I was thinking you do games. You do games. Yeah, I'm much more in the system side of programming. So I really like C++ and Zig and want to make systems programming with them. Things like interpreters, compilers, operating systems. I also want to learn game dev. Yeah, you know, I was thinking like it would be nice to somehow, but that's way beyond my league, but it would be something interesting to make like a Lambda calculus game, in the sense of like you write the Lambda expressions and they are somehow in 3D, so that you can look at things, how they build. Because a lot of these things, the substitutions and stuff, when you parse, a lot of it's in the head. And I was just, that's something for a long time that I'm interested in, but I never really looked at it. Somehow to unload some of this stuff that you keep in your head when you parse things, and to see them, you know, like a game or so, like a something like that, you know. I know that's really, that's a, what do they call it? That's tough, you know. But anyway, it would be something interesting. Wait, let me get, yeah. Let me get. I didn't include any instructions. Yeah. Did it fix my? I see that my ZSH is managed at the system level in creation.nix, and I initially declared the RNV in my home manager. This caused errors, so I moved programs to RNV enabled true to the system level configuration and manually added the ZSH integration to my ZHRC. Looking back, this was probably a hacky approach and likely the reason for the errors are encountered. Well, that's kind of the same what I wrote, right? Kind of. So I see that my, yeah. So I see that my, you see, I see that my, yeah, I don't need so. I see that my ZSH is managed by the system level. What did it change? I see that my ZSH is managed at the system level. By the system level. Ah, yes, at the system level. And I had the DRNV declared. And I initially declared, yeah, this is actually better. But it's nice to learn. I like chat for these things. I see that my ZSH is managed. Okay. I had a huge thing at work, and I had to actually like fight back in like with words. I had to write some kind of a legal style thing, and I used Chat GPT. I first expressed myself, and then I used Chat GPT, and I actually won. I mean, I won. It's really ridiculous. It's not that I won, but it's just, yeah. Anyway, that's a whole different subject. Looking back, this was probably a hacky approach, and likely this was a hacky approach, and likely the reason for the errors are counted. All right. Okay, let's get back. So I'm just trying now to actually, because I don't want to lose the track of this, templates missing in Lima bin. This is quite surprising. I can already hear his voice. This is quite surprising. I've checked with find Nix build print out paths no link Nix packages Lima bin. Look at this. He used this to check this. Can I just try this? Actually not. Yes, look at this. Wow, this is so nice. This is like a reproducible command. It's actually downloading Find Nix build print out paths. So print out paths, no link, Nix packages, lima bin. This is nice. Look at this. Wow, and now it shows all the paths. But probably the paths were also, maybe because of my drenv integration. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about this. So he says, I've checked with, and it seems current version of that package still has all templates, including K8s YAML. Which version of lima bin do you get? What do I get? Lima bin. Oh, I'm not in the. Okay, I should go to code Buildbarn and lima bin. Oh, lima CTL version 0.22. How do I check the version of lima bin? I don't know actually. Like, is it the same as lima CTL? Oh, actually, I'll just see what do I get here. I'm so silly. 0.22. Lima bin 0.22. Zero 0.220. Quote reply. I get 0.220. 0.22. I'm not sure right now. I don't know if I would have to check the stream. I don't know if maybe Drake remembers. But I didn't have the templates. Do I have them now? So if I list if I list the lima config, look, I don't have templates because we deleted the lima. I deleted the .lima, and now this is interesting. I see this stream is going to be longer than I expected. Why do I don't have templates? Do I have to start again? So look at this, share lima templates. But what is it in share then? I thought it stays in the entire .lima package. It's not, I don't remember how to find stuff actually on Linux. Can I just do like templates? No, I don't think this actually works. How do I find stuff on Linux? I forgot. How do I find stuff? How do I find stuff on Linux? Finding information, unname. I'm looking for if I have the templates that are installed by default. In lima bin, in default by lima bin. I'm on NixoS. So what is the commands? Find nixstore. Lima CTL list templates. Yeah, I could do that. Lima CTL list templates. No instance matching templates found. If this command works, it will show all available, including the default ones. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm not sure right now. When I run limactl, when I run no instance limactl templates, I like how he already sent me 2 like reproducible commands. Like somehow seem reproducible. This is a nice command. Find next build printout paths. Maybe I'll check that actually later. I've checked with Nixbuild and it seems current version of the pack still has all templates. But then my initial drenv setup was not proper. So that may also be the cause. That may also be the cause. And then I deleted the lima directory while I was figuring out what was wrong. So now when I list the lima directory, I get, so I'm not sure. Drake, do you have, what do you have in your lima.lima? Do you have the templates there? Do you have the templates there? You have same as me. I thought there was like a templates directory. You have same as me. Templates missing in lima bin. So then this is probably because of the drenv then. Probably. And then the limitation while I was figuring it out. So now when I list them, I get, yeah. I'll just leave it at this then. It's probably this my first setup was not. You see this, sometimes you don't set up one tool right and then everything falls. Okay, let's move on. Template. Also the tutorial or the script so far is made for Mac, so I removed the last line from it since I'm on Linux. Well, actually, this is not a good sentence, actually. I kind of regret writing this. I've written all scripts in a way that should work on both Mac OS and Linux. The last section of that command line starts with unnamed, so it doesn't affect Linux system. Yes, it's true. I kind of regret actually that, yeah. Okay. Could reply? Yes, I kind of regret stating that. I kind of regret. What do you mean I regret? I regret, isn't that too harsh? I regret stating that. My initial, you know why I was confused? Have you ever heard for lima bin? I've never seen lima. No. Linux machines, yeah. It's funny, it's like when I first saw this website, it seemed like a thing for Mac OS. Ah, that's why I was confused. Because they use this thing. That was just my assumption. Similar to WSL2 with automatic file install lima contributions. Documentation. ARM on Intel built-in support. Motivation to Mac. Yes. That's the reason, actually. Oh, nice. That's the reason. Yeah, I should actually explain that. Yeah, I regret stating that. My initial confusion comes from, yeah, no, well, my initial, I was confused by the, I was actually confused. I thought, I thought at first, at first, Lima was for Mac because of their website. Where, isn't this like on Mac? This thing, I think it's for Mac. This thing, window. What do you call this? Window border, I guess. Maybe it's even not, because it's on the left side. Yeah, because it's on the left side, like on Mac, because of their website where a window is shown with buttons on the left, which I thought then it's about Macs. And in the about documentation, it said, what did it say? Documentation, the original goal, Lima also supports, yeah, that's the reason. So I was kind of, what's the word? So I kind of rushed. No, so that's along with my DRNV issues, I mistakenly, and along with my, I thought the blog it's terrible. I thought the tutorial is more written for Macs, but that's incorrect. But that's incorrect. Okay. Yes, I regret stating that. I thought at first Lima was for Mac because of their website where a window is shown with a button on left, which I thought then it's about Macs, and about documentation said the original goal of Lima was promote container deal, including nerdcitily. What's this? To Mac. Will this thing show actually? Preview? To Mac. No, I don't have to actually. To Mac users. To promote containered. Now actually I'm to promote including to Mac users, and along with my DRM issues, I thought the tutorial is more written for Macs, but that's incorrect. Okay, next thing. Yes, so fix the DRNV, easier managed by home. I answered this. Okay, now we come finally. No repository. So the last thing I ran was this thing. Deploying Buildbarn. Let's actually run it now. Now I'm not sure. Do I have to run everything from the start to get to the point where I got stuck? Or the DRNV somehow saved the entire thing? I didn't reboot my computer. It was in sleep mode. Memory, that's why my memory is 75%. GNOME. Yeah, that's the thing with GNOME. I think it still has that problem. Look at it, 75 my memory, and I have 16 gigs of RAM. This is too much. This is too much because I didn't reboot. Remote build execution, RB implementation overview, deploying Buildbarn. All right. So this actually, how do I do Lima CTL status? Is it like this? Fatal? No. Lima CTL help. Sudo start protect info, show diagnostic, copy, snapshot, completion. Lima CTL info. Guest install, video display. So I'm not sure how to check if things are running. Okay, call Lima K8S with ready status. Let's do actually Lima CTL. Lima CTL list. So it's running. It has a disk, a memory. Thanks, Drake. I will. You know, it would be funny if, like, you work for Twig and you you just came here to the stream to fix the stuff. No, I'm joking. It will take some time to bootstrap Kubernetes, after which it should show you one node called Lima K8S with ready status. Also, I first thought that's someone from Twig. Someone wrote someone was actually commenting a lot on the videos, suddenly with like a mysterious channel. And they commented on the, yeah, I don't know if you know what that means. Look at this. And they know about the templates. Look at this and stuff. Okay. I thought actually at first that's someone from Twig, you know. Where is it? This thing. Okay. So this is new. So the package will be built on your machine. Bin/bin, the package will be provided by upstream. But then I was, wondering, you have unwrapped and you have wrapped. Like, what's the difference? Like, you could download Firefox-source-bin-unwrapped or -wrapped. So unwrap just the package with no extra dependencies or settings. Not sure what that means. What do you mean, no extra dependencies? And wrap, the package does come with extra dependencies, but doesn't pollute your global environment. What would be the extra dependencies, like extensions or what? A package without a suffix is usually source and unwrapped. So why is it source and unwrapped? So when I download Firefox, I download source and unwrapped. Okay, so for Firefox, it looks like this. Firefox, source and wrapped. Firefox bin and wrapped. Firefox unwrapped, source and unwrapped. Yeah, that's a new comment also. Actually, it was yesterday. Okay, that's something I guess to think about. So deploying, right. Lima CTL list. Now Buildbarn, I don't think we have to do this. kubectl apply, we don't have to do this. We don't have to do this. Start a local volume provisioner. I think it saved all that. BBL deployments. gRPC, right, we did this also. To check the Buildbarn frontend is accessible. So to check, let's check our health. Status serving, gRPC client CLI, health. It should report that it is serving. We can exit the BB deployments directory now. popd. In this section, we deployed Buildbarn and verified that API is accessible. Now we'll move on to setting up a small Bazel project. So that was the problem. popd. But if I do popd, actually, no, I don't do now popd. Using Buildbarn. Yes, we did this. Now I should mention this, actually, this will be changed. This thing will be changed. I got a notice above this. Okay, maybe I should nixshell. Let's see, what does it nixshell -a FHAs. Yes, this thing. Okay, let's just do this. Let's just update the. Okay. So these are new nodes from day 4. From day 4. Evaluation warning. Okay. I don't have to do this. Some evaluation warning. So, okay. Now we can clone Bazel examples repo and enter the simple C++ example in it. We did this. Git clone examples, right, and then push the examples to tutorial stage. Right, let's go there, and on macOS we'll need to configure compiler. We will be building remotely. That's for Mac. We did this actually, Bazel RC, right? We have the Bazel RC. How do we say bat like this? Bazel RC? No, I forgot. Okay, but I think we have this. It saved it in the file. And then build and run the example. Now, here's the place where Drake, here's the place where it got stuck. I don't know if you're doing this also. Starting the local Bazel server, connecting to it, computing, fetching. Wait a second. Why is this working? I'm confused now. This is the thing where it got stuck. Look at the look at this. No repository. So when I did this thing, right, that's the same command. Run no, it's not the same command. Okay, no, I got confused. Using Buildbarn. You should see this, hello world. No, sorry, the place you got stuck at, yes, right. Bazel RC, we did this actually, yes, we did this. They should tell the Bazel to use Buildbarn as remote executor. We did all this actually. This thing, you're right. So you've also got to that part? Yes, build did not complete successfully. So, what did actually Yorick write now? Looks like in Bazel build examples 485. Examples 485. Revert feed add GCC toolchain example merged. What is this actually? Revert. Looks like in Bazel build examples they have removed that hermetic toolchain from this example. They removed this from this example. Since then, they have also switched to Bazel modules, and it doesn't support modules yet. So that's what I said at the beginning. So adding it back is not trivial. And I was looking that last night a bit. Update C++ tutorial to use Bazel modules. Renamed workspace, right? to module Bazel. Removed load S from, and yeah, and we're stuck. So look at this, and it doesn't support modules yet. What's this link? So someone wrote there actually, thanks for your awesome work on Hermetic GCC toolchains for Bazel. Helpful idea. And as Bazel will drop the support for the old workspace and switch to new module design, it would simplify especially these kinds of projects. To be nice to switch to this system. And then someone says, hi Daniel, thanks for posting here. Would you be willing to contribute the Bazel mod support? If not, I'll be able to get to it in the coming months. This was in July. So that's more than coming months. Maybe. Thanks for your response. Hello. Gusaguil. Hi. Thanks for your response and your offer. At the moment, I think that I cannot contribute faster in a few months. I don't know actually how trivial is this. Yorick said it's not. Although it's a C++ example, but it's not about the example, it's about the GCC toolchain to use Bazel modules. Yeah, this is completely, no one assigned on triage. So this is standing still. Now what Yorick wrote is, you can use the version of Bazel build examples before Bazel build examples 4.8.5 for your exploration, while we'll have to find a way for our examples to work with the new version. It's so funny, like you do all of these things and then Bazel updates something and you have to change the tool chain. Yeah, I mean, I was just curious how they work with clients. Because if they set all this up and now you have to update some, you know, not random repo, but some other repo, you have to add some stuff. So you have to know about all of this. So it's not just enough to know how to, you know, put the pipes together, but also if this is like one of the pipes will not connect, so you have to update it with, yeah, you can use the virtual. But what is he saying here? I was looking at the way to maybe to see how it's built, but maybe that's too big of a bite for now. It will be nice to finish the, you can use the version of Bazel build examples before Bazel build examples 4.8.5. So let me just remove these things. Okay. It's showing the version before. What is Buildbarn? Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. Well, yeah, it's something to do with shared caching. It like speeds up. Look at this. I would like to share how one can deploy one of them Buildbarn and secure all communications. So you, I'm doing also this. This is a blog post from Twig. I'm doing this for the first time. Using a shared build cache and using remote build execution to offload builds to a remote build farm. We want, yeah, you see, I don't know. You know, I cannot really say it in a couple of words. What's Buildbarn? Again, what's Buildbarn? A remote build, yes, that's the remote build execution. System designs to distribute and cache build tasks across multiple machines. It's just something different than Bazel. I thought, like, I'm not sure where is the thin line. Where is the line between Bazel and Buildbarn? That's what I was first. it helps developers save time by reusing previously built artifacts and offloading resource, intensive compilation or test to a scalable infrastructure. Yeah, but what's the difference in few words between Bazel? That's the thing that I'm not, is a build system that defines and orchestrates builds using configuration rules. Buildbarn complements Bazel by providing a remote execution and caching backend. Oh, is it something like, oh, I see. Just maybe it's something like AppWorks. AppWorks. I was thinking of like, is it something like Cachix or Hercules or NixBuild? You were saying AppWorks? Yes, I don't know if you know about this. These are like Nix tools. Buildbarn is conceptually similar to tools like Cachix, Hercules, or NixBuild. Binary cache for Nix, allowing to share and reuse build artifacts across machines. Continuous integration. Yeah, I guess these are all like DevOps. What's up? AppWorks. AppWorks? AppWorks? AppWorks. To multiple distinct products. AppWorks. Indian company. Is this thick? Like AppWorks. Is it like AppWorks? AppWorks. Is something like Buildbarn? No, AppWorks is not like Buildbarn. This is probably maybe ChatGPT or AppWork. I'm not sure what you mean. AppWork. Oh, AppWork is a cloud-based maintenance to multi-property managers. It streamlines various maintenance operations, including work orders, turnovers, inspection, technician management. In contrast, Buildbarn is a remote build execution and caching system designed to distribute and cache build tasks across multiple machines, primarily to use with Bazel. Primarily for use with Bazel, it helps developers save time by reusing previously built artifacts. Well, I just want to check something. Bazel and Buildbarn. Do you remember the time when you used these things like with Google search and or not? I don't think, does this thing still work? It does work actually, yeah. Bazel. Hacker News, actually. A build cluster implementation for Bazel. A build cluster, that's also nice. That I maintain. Can also run build actions. That I maintain. Oh, the guy, can also run build actions in a Fuse file system. Though the primary motivator for this is that it reduces the time to construct a build actions file system to nearly instant. It has the advantage that it can also do things similar to disorder FS. Shuffling directories, listings. Pretty useful. Can you enable Docker-like file caching for intermediate step? Yeah, this is all the DevOps stuff. Buildbarn. Okay. Well, that's something like Buildbarn. Yeah, what do I do now? We're stuck. No, we're not stuck. But let's see. Yeah, some errors. Looks like... Okay, you can use the version of Bazel build examples before Bazel build examples 4.8.5 for your exploration. What does he mean by this? So examples before 4.8.5. I see. So I have to... Why did he... Wait. Revert, feed, add GCC toolchain example. Yeah. Starlark. Oh, that's from Bazel. Collection of examples on how to use the Bazel build system, C++ basics. You can use the version of Bazel build examples before Bazel. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. Bazel build example. I believe he means you need to check out a commit from before 485 was merged. Yes, that's what I thought he means. I didn't say it out loud, but that's what I thought. But before 485. But how do I? Okay, wait. Right. So where did we have the command? Maybe we can just clone it. Look at this, Buildbarn deployments git. No. gRPC client. Where did we get it? Here we got it. Exactly, here we got it. Depth 1, look at this. So we should get, okay, examples, C++ tutorial, 486. So how do you, yeah, I'm not sure, how do you, I forgot, what do you, how do, last commit date, history, I think here, 485. This one, August. Revert feed, add GCC toolchain. This one actually, this is 486, authored. But why would this be X? I think this one did not build actually. What does this mean? Because this is just 1 day a difference. He means this 355 then, actually. Yeah, and the blog post was written in July. The blog post was written 29th of August. That's interesting, 29th of August. 29th of August. August 22nd, August 23rd. It was just interesting because it was written after the 23rd. And the one that we got, right, I don't know Git, like how do you check? View code, copy full SHA, view commit details, browse repository at this point. Maybe let's try 485. Okay, and 485, and then I think I just do code, right? But how does it know if I go to code? Look at this, it's still showing the current one. You'll want the commit before that, right? Before 485, the 38. But it's just funny, he made the blog post. He made the blog post after the 22nd. Let me quote this. Interesting, I see the blog post was written on 29th of August, and the last commit is on 22nd. But that does, I mean, he was trying this stuff out. Why? How come? Do you know what I mean? Like if he wrote it on 29th, maybe it was published on 29th and the commit is on 22nd. Does that mean you wrote or tested out the scripts before the 22nd and the blog was published sometime after that on 29th? Interesting. I see blog post was written 29th of August and the last commit is on 22nd. Does that mean you wrote or tested out the scripts before the 22nd and blog post was published sometime after that on 29th? So by that logic, it should work. No, so by second, I'm not sure how to ask that. I somehow feel I'm not clear. Am I clear? Does that mean you wrote or tested out scripts before the 22nd blog was published sometime after that? Yeah. So how do I get the commit before that? This is the commit. No, it's not the commit. Is this the commit? Something changed though, look. Right? 485. So before the 485, like 355? Browse, but look at this, browse repository at this point. How do I, no examples. I need to fetch repo before the current commit. How do I do that from Git? Oh, wow. Go to the clone of examples on your local disk. Go to the clone of examples. No. Where am I? PVD. Wait, why I am... Go to the clone. Well, I'm here, right? It should be here, right? Okay, Buildbarn CD examples. Yeah, I've never, I mean, this is probably something simple. How do I go to the clone of examples? Twitch. Can I just fetch the commit? Or are you saying like, identify the commit hash you want to fetch up to git log on one line. This will show you a list of commits. Really? Git log one line, yeah? One line? Grafted head main origin update Android example. 530. Oh, there are more commits actually. Okay. Git fetch origin commit hash. Git checkout. This will fetch the repository and check out the specified commit. However, keep in mind that your working directory will begin a detached head state. But what do you mean, like when you say go to the clone of examples on your local disk? Are you saying that it's already there. I see. I don't know how Git works. Like it has all the. It doesn't have all the history. It does? No. Create a new branch, avoid detached head. If you want to work from this commit and avoid a detached head, create a branch at that commit. Fetch commits before the current one. If you want to fetch all commits up to but not including the current commit, you can use a range. You'll need to type git fetch to get past commits. Yeah, what does that mean? I know this, but isn't this just like what? To get past commits? Yeah, so I'm in a repo, but I only want a previous commit, some previous. Well, I could do it with a commit hash, right? Check out, this puts your repository in detached head, meaning you're not on a branch by bringing a specific commit. I could do a hard reset, right? If you want to, you're working to revert, you can use this. This, I saw this one, git reset hard and the commit hash. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean, Drake. I mean, git fetch to get past commits. My bad, man. Git fetch or origin commit SHA hash. Yeah, okay. But what do you think about this git reset and then hard? Because that, or this will somehow revert the whole thing. Does your command makes it like a new branch or something? I don't know. I really. So commit SHA hash. Are these three things or two things? My SHA and a hash, right? You mean like SHA hash? That only works if the commit was on your disk, which it isn't. Oh, reset hard commit hash works only on your disk. That makes sense, actually. Now I understand. Ah, yeah, git reset hard. You're right. I saw that when someone used this. Yeah. You're right. Git fetch origin. I think I need git fetch origin commit SHA hash. I think I need git fetch origin. You replace commit SHA hash with the commit you want. Yeah. Look at it. It got stuck. Unfortunately, does not work. Look at this. It's saying commit hash. Okay, he just means this. Yeah, commit hash. Git fetch origin commit hash. So, okay. What do I need? How long is this stream already? Hour and 24 minutes. It's so slow. I wanted to apply to work there. Okay, yeah. I'll not make fun of myself. Actually, BB deployments, right? No. This is the one actually, right? But where do I... 485. But look, there are many more after this. Why am I only seeing 486, 485, 355? Why am I not seeing the smaller ones? that's not the right word. All time, look at this. Because it's showing that the current one is 5 something, 530. Before the 485. Maybe I could copy full SHA. View commit details. That's because you're seeing the commit history of a directory. Oh, you mean not of a specific file? Yeah, like they changed some documentation here. They changed some documentation. This line was deleted. A GCC toolchain example. Oh, that's why. I see. Here's the latest commit before 485 was merged. But wait, where did you get this? Here, stage 1. I really want to know. Found at so you take this code, but wait a sec, where did you get this one? So I was in the tutorial. I guess you need to. There's stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Where do you go? Stage 3, readme. Stage 1, main. Go to the root of the GitHub. What does that mean? The root of the GitHub. I don't know what that means. The root of the GitHub. Like CPP tutorial. Yeah, this one, right? But that's a yeah, I'm not sure. You mean the yeah, not the examples, the CPP tutorial. Actually, examples is the root. Examples is the root. Yes, yes, right. Examples is the root. And how do you check out commits? Yeah, sponsor, star, future, no, code, go to file, main. Find a branch. This one. Update. 351 commits. Okay. Now I found it. Right? It's this. 450. Look at this. Yes. Create example. October 14th. 508466. September, August, this is it, 485. So what did you get, 477? You got 477. And view commit details. No, no. You got this other 477, copy full SHA. This thing. Okay, that's the number you got. Is that the same number? Yes, that's the same number. That's the same number. A9 of right. Okay. Now I get it. Oh boy. Okay. So what are we getting actually? Rust examples. Okay, I'll just actually copy this link and put it in the description. And the last commit is on 22nd. Now that's actually now very confusing what I wrote. Does that mean you wrote or tested out the scripts before the 22nd and blog post was published sometime after that on 29th? Actually, I might be wrong about this. No, actually we have found, Drake found we have found the last commit before, which is at GitHub Bazel build, and I'm trying this right now. I'm trying it out now. Actually, I will comment this right now because the stream is going on. Yeah, why not? Day 4. Okay. So now I have to find a way. Oh, now I have to find a way to. Yes. This is so slow. Well, deploying. So the command that we are looking for. So do you think you would have this one? Git clone depth. Do I just copy the same thing? Okay, I got the commit hash. Ah no, I got the commit hash. It's actually this one. Actually got the commit hash. Now that you have the commit hash, git fetch. So you would do this within the examples directory. Really. Run the following command, and I do this within the directory that I'm in, which is the one I want to revert. Yes, you perform these steps within the directory that you want to revert. Since you're already in the repository, the commands will work on the current projects. All right, so what? I would just do this, git fetch. Let's try this. And now, so okay, I'm doing some errors. I'm trying it now. Right. Let's do this. Is that it? Actually, verify the commit is fetched. No. As discussed, this PR contributes multiple Rust examples. Yeah, that's the one. The format follows loosely the great C++ tutorial. The great? You know, I'm confused also. I just remember that by the title. The expression on the side with mTLS on the side. What does that mean? Is that like also the expression, also the part from the title of the blog post? You know what? I could just have this. Also the part from the title of the blog post with mTLS on the side. Is that a technical term? The expression on the side. I don't understand mTLS on the side. What do you mean on the side? I mean, maybe that's silly question. It's just like a technical term used, technical and formal term used. not sure the right word. The expression on the side. On the side. I don't get it because it's, yeah, I guess it's like more informal. Okay. So this thing works. Now what do I do? Okay, let's see now if the thing will work actually now, right? You've probably already reached the end of the block, right? Creating CA certificate. Nice. Okay. Configuring TLS. That's the next stop. Baselix run. Oh yeah, you'll need to check it out with git checkout. So you think this won't work? Git show, git fetch. Did actually chat wrote that? Verify, check out the commit. To move to the fetch commit. Right, you're right. Look, this will place your working directory in a detached cat state. Error, the following untracked working tree files would be overwritten by checkout. Please move or remove them before you switch branches. Aborting. Oh, we have the Bazel RC. Oh, what do we do about the Bazel RC? The following untracked working tree files will be overwritten by checkout. What if I want it to be overwritten? Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe that's me using a lot of... do I want the Bazel RC to be overwritten? Yeah, the error occurs because Git prevents overwriting untracked files. Decide on Bazel RC. If you don't need the file, yeah, I need it. If you want to keep it, move it to a safe location. But we have stuff there. Okay, let's see our bat. Where is Bazel RC? No, it's not there. It's not there either. Where is Bazel RC? Bazel CI. Where is Bazel RC? I'm now confused. Where is my Bazel RC? I had it somewhere. I lost it. Where is Bazel RC? Examples. It's in examples. Tutorial stage 1. Oh, Drake, what would I do without you? As the song goes, no. Okay, CPP stage 1. Why is it in stage 1? Oh, Bazel RC, right. Build Linux, build remote container image Docker, remote. Platforms GCC toolchain. Yeah, now I have to wait. So what did we have? The following untracked working tree files will be overwritten by checkout. Bazel RC. Move or remove them before you switch branches. Maybe if I keep it untracked. Do I make it untracked and then it will work? I still need the Bazel RC file, and I want to use this commit. Yeah, I still need it. If you still need the Bazel RC and want to use this commit, you can preserve the file and still proceed with the checkout by stashing the untracked file, right, or temporarily moving it aside. Temporarily save. You can stash the file so it won't conflict with the checkout even though it's untracked. This saves untracked files like Bazel RC into the stash, making a working directory clean for the checkout. I think I have to do this. Now proceed with checking out the desired commit. Restore. After the checkout, restore your Bazel RC file from the stash. This will bring back... I see. You like stash it? Okay. Include untracked. Temporarily save the Bazel RC. Okay, I see what it's doing. Git stash. Where am I actually? Do I have to be in the... I'm not sure where I have to be for this to do. Git stash push include untracked. Saved working directory index state. All right. Oh, stash push. And now check out the commit. Proceed with checking out the desired commit. I did this already. Do I do it again? No, maybe I should not have done this. Restore the Bazel RC. But what? How does it know? Nothing added to commit untracked files, right? Git add to track. The stash entry is kept in case you need it. Right, because I didn't add anything. Oh, Bazel RC already exists, no checkout. Could not restore untracked files from stash. Well, chat didn't really help me. Why do your commands do not include the Bazel RC? Yeah, this is stuff with Git. Git add CPP tutorial stage 1. You can add it to Git temporarily to prevent it from being overwritten. Stash the changes. I had to do this, right? This. Stash now. Saved working directory. Check out the desired commit. But am I... this is... Restore. Why this works. This is probably not correct. It doesn't look so. Already up to date. Untracked files. Okay, so now when we run, let's just see what we'll get. Base looks clean. Have you managed to do it? Push the examples. Let's try this again, actually. Well, now we have a different problem. I probably messed something up. Baselix build. Invoking Bazel in batch mode since it's not invoked from within a workspace below a directory having a module. Oh, I should be somewhere. Let's go to CD examples. Where are my examples? CPPC, CPP tutorial, stage 1. Maybe let's run it here. Config value remote is not defined in any RC file. Yeah, I think I'm having all of these problems because I haven't properly really set the basal RC. Basal XUC output like. And this is something totally unrelated to this blog post. This thing, remote, look at this. Config value remote is not defined. Why is it? Then we should tell Bazel to use Buildbarn as remote executor. So how does it look like now in any RC file? Now I'm pretty stuck. Common. Oh, look at this. I don't have this stuff. Let me add this. Now let's print out. Now we can build it. Let's try now again. Yeah, I'm getting new errors. Baselix build config enable BS warning. No module Bazel file was found at the workspace. For more details. I'll copy this, but it's really weird. I'm not familiar with Git, so I manage to I'm not familiar with Git, so I'm not sure if the errors have to do with Bazel RC, but look at the code block before Baselix. Do you have those build Linux lines? Okay, wait, I'll check this. I'm gonna do this. Wait, I have to. Raiding a party. Ohio. Raiding a party with 13 people. Well, welcome to Buildbarn. Welcome to Buildbarn. We are building a barn. Bet Basil RC. Poor Brody. Oh. I got a raid once. I heard they are very helpful for building communities. So, hello. Yeah. Already up to date. Okay, I will just actually paste what I did here, just so, but this is what I did. This is where I am, where I'm at. Yogi Meow, first time chat from Raider. So I'm just trying to, we are building a build barn. No, it's really hard to explain this. Build barn, Kubernetes, and all this stuff. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to check this Baselix build, Baselix. I'm with you, Drake. I'm just gonna bet Basil RC. All right, I'm redoing this. Copy. Recopying. Recopying this, right? And then I get this. Then I get the error. Now on the stream, Drake suggests, look at the code. I'm gonna copy this actually. Drake suggests. So look at the code block before Baselix run main hello world on blog post. Do you have those build Linux lines in your Basil RC? But look at my Basil RC. Where's my Basil RC? Linux build on the blog post. Well, I think I have. Look at this, right? Wait a second. Let's actually check. You say, look at the code block before Baselix run main hello world. Echo build main rock hello world. Where is the hello world? Baselix run, right? So Raiders, what's up? What were you actually streaming? Do I have these commands? I probably don't have this. Do I have this? Build Linux. Ah, you're right. Drake, you saved me again. Really? I thought I actually... Platforms. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have it. Let's do it again. Invocation target pattern parsing failed. Ah. I missed copying these two. Skipping main hello world error loading package unable to find package for unknown rules CC requested from could not be resolved, no repository visible. Was the repository introduced in workspace? The workspace file is disabled by default in Bazel 8. Please migrate to Bazel mod. Are you getting the same thing? Build did not complete successfully. Are you getting the same thing? I don't think. Yeah. Did not complete. Yeah, maybe I'll try with, how long is this? 1 hour and 55 minutes. Yeah, I think I'll stop for today because I want to do a little bit of, you know, a Lambda, maybe. Just a little pause and then I'll probably do a little Lambda. Yeah, I think it's good to do this in small bits, even though I have a raid going on right now. I will actually update the gist. I will update the gist. This is it for today. I'll try again tomorrow, maybe with another commit, and I have to investigate the proper way to stash and to stash the Bazel RC file and update it in case that is the reason I'm having these errors. Okay, so okay, so let's see what probably, you know, Yorixar will write something today. So thank you, Drake, and thank you, not just Drake, I mean, thank you everyone on the stream. I don't know if you're guys still here. Gusaugil, Dapster, and IC Boix, and the Raiders. Yeah, I'm gonna make a little pause. So bye bye. Thanks everyone for this. Thanks guys. All right. Bye bye.